Hello everybody, what is going on? In today's video, we will be going over the different phases of a clinical trial and what they mean. So as you can see here from this drop-down menu, it presents the phases as follows. Phase 1A, 1, 1B, 1, 2, 2A, 2, 2B, 2, 3, 3, then you have the NDA, SNDA, BLA, PDUFA, then approved, which is rhetorical. We don't need to go over that. Then you have phase 4. Oh, also, I decided to bring each phase up on the screen as we go along. So just in case, if you are a note taker like I am, then you can just pause the video wherever we're at and then write down what you need to. So what is phase 1A? Phase 1A will involve dose escalation to determine the maximum tolerated dose amongst healthy individuals, while phase 1B tests the drug in ascending doses to test the pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics of the doses used, looking at the efficacy, safety, and tolerability. Now that leaves us to move on to phase 1. A phase 1 clinical trial tests the safety, side effects, best dose, and timing of a new treatment, and also it may test the best way that these are administered, whether they be by mouth, intravenous, infusion, whatever, and the effect that it has on the body. Then you have phase 1, 2. It just means, a human clinical trial of a licensed product that is not necessarily phase 1 or phase 2, but it's just a combination of both. And with that being said, I wanted to also include phase 1 is performed on healthy individuals, while phase 2 is performed on individuals that are affected by the disease or disorder. Then phase 2A. What is phase 2A? That is focused specifically on dosing requirements. A small number of patients are administered the drug in different quantities to evaluate whether there's a dose-response relationship, which is an increase in response that correlates with increasing increments of the dosing in addition to the optimal frequency of the dose is also being explored. Then phase 2B, those are trials that are designed specifically to rigorously test the efficacy of the drug in terms of how successful it is in treating, preventing, and diagnosing a disease. Phase 2. Phase 2 is a clinical trial that is conducted to evaluate the effectiveness of the safety of a new drug or combination for a particular indication. Now phase 2-3. Phase 2-3 is just the clinical trial of a product that is initiated to determine the safety and efficacy in the target patient population or similar clinical study prescribed by a regulation authority and or the foreign country that is converted to or from for phase 3, studying an interim analysis of safety and efficacy of data generated by the initial patients enrolled in such clinical trials. In other words, they're just combining phase 2 and 3 together with the phase 2 parameters, but with a treatment standard going against a new treatment standard going against the current. Typically when you see this, it's a good indication that the drug may be on the accelerated approval list or they are in the process of it. So yeah, since we're moving out of those phases and we're looking at, acts and stuff like that, we're going to be looking at the NDA and the SNDA. What is the NDA? The NDA is, well, a new drug application. Um, and that's just a company submitting an application for a new drug to hit the market after completing its stages 1 through 3. Then you have the SD or SNDA, and all that is just a supplemental new drug application. And it's when a company wants to change the label, make a change to the drug, like dosage, or the way it's manufactured, even. So they need to provide an application or submit an application to make these changes. Um, so next we have the PDUFA. And what does that mean, or what is it? The Prescription Drug User Fee Act, that isn't the important part, but the important part is, what is it? What does it do? Um, for that, uh, basically, it serves as a best estimate when they have the readout date. Typically, it's 6 to 10 months after the readout date that the drug is going to get approved, or rather put on the market. So it's already gone through everything, and chances are more than likely it's going to be put on the market, and within 10 months, usually it'll be out in the market. If it is going through the accelerated process, then it could only be 6 months. Then finally, last but not least, you have phase 4. Phase 4 is a type of clinical trial that studies the side effects caused over time by a new treatment after the drug has been approved and is on the market. These trials look for side effects that were not seen in earlier trials and may also study how well a new treatment works over a long period of time. Phase 4 clinical trials may include thousands of people, and they are also called Phase 4 clinical trial post-marketing surveillance trials. Phew. Now that all of this was covered, I hope that it helps you in understanding the different phases and to help better serve you in making a more informed decision on your trades. With that being said, I am out. See ya.